Okay, so forgive me if this is a bit of a rambly video, but I just felt like making a quick guide to surviving the Vow of Scars. Yeah, let's get into it. So the Vow, to start off, it makes your healing ineffective. At 50 fear, or like really any fear, where you're taking max scar, you're not going to be healing. Here are some ways to survive that, because it's probably one of the, I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing to get through, but it's one of the hardest things to deal with, um, to learn how to deal with. So yeah, anyway, Hephaestus is by far the best god for defensive boons. He just has so many. Um, Tough gain is just flat damage reduction. It's palmable damage reduction. Mint condition makes you impervious for the beginning of each encounter. Trusty shield is effectively free hits at the cost of 30 magic, which is not that bad. Heavy metal, however, is not as good as it used to be because of the Warsong update nerfs to armor. But I mean, 100 armor is still 100 armor at Epic. Uncanny Fortitude is also very, very good, especially if you are running a aspect that wants a lot of magic. It can give you just a lot of base health pool to deal with. Brave Face also using magic to resist 50% of damage. Pretty good. Demeter is another, I'd say the second best defensive god. Offensively, she has Arctic Ring, just to make sure things can't hit you. But if they do, she has Snow Queen to block a hit, which is very, very good. Frosty Veneer, if you can get it active, is also pretty good because it makes it so that you can only take up a maximum of 20 damage. It means Kronos' instant kill can only do 20 damage. Very, very, very good. Very useful. However, it's pretty hard to get online. 6 water boons is pretty steep. Aphrodite is another good option for just damage reduction with her weak effects. It also gives me a chance to talk about just raw health numbers. If you're running strength, effectively your health is doubled. It also makes the next another future topic, Death Defiances, a lot stronger. But dodge chance is another thing, just negating the damage, right? To be mentioned is Apollo and Hestia. Both give you dodge chance, but really you're not really taking Hestia too often. Apollo is pretty good though. Apollo is pretty good. Days is pretty good. Gale is also, right now, I really like him, or her, sorry, for defense because of the dodge chance as well as just the 3 free hits. It's also pretty decent damage in the 3 hits, but it almost always just does a barrier, which is a little useless. It is a little annoying getting hit with like a screamer, like 2 damage health and 2 damage and blocking it with Gale, but the innate dodge chance is pretty nice. An option also is Freenos just for raw health, as well as just a sheep ball block, or just projectile block in general. But I've been liking Gale. Next up, we have the Lovers for 3 free hits in every boss encounter. This can be taken pretty good. It's a pretty good boon. It's a really good boon. However, over Artificer on 50 fear, Artificer helps you not time out, which is very nice. And if you get used to the gods, the bosses, you can pretty reliably get through them. But still very, very nice to have. The last source of the only, I guess, legal source of healing that you can get on 50 or on max scar is Death Defiance. So the Death Arcana gives you 3. It restores 40 health. You can replenish it using Kiss of Styx or Renewed Faith, or you can give yourself Death Defiances on usually I definitely like doing these when I'm playing on strength. Stalwart Stand is basically Stubborn Defiance from Hades 1. It's a replenishing Death Defiance, healing every single room. Engraved Pin as well is 60 health every room. But the Luckier Tooth is one of the greatest sources of legal healing in the game. And to throw some numbers around, if you're on strength, effectively equipping Luckier Tooth gives you 202 health on top of however much health you already have. Yeah. So those are all of the legal methods for surviving the Vow of Scar. Now let's get into the illegal methods. The charity bottle or preserved hope restores 50% of your health after 4 encounters. Even though it says 0 here, it works through the Vow of Scar. Breath of Arrows also does the same, but really, functionally, people only really use it for the free hit that it provides. But it does heal you. Circe's spell of healing also heals you. I think 50% health. Vampiric Cataclysm also heals you every time you kill with your Omega attack. Self-healing is something I know does heal you through the Vow of Scar. However, it's not too useful in terms... It's nice that effectively it means you're taking 30% less damage because you're just healing that back up. But it's not in practice. Like, I don't think I've really gotten it in a run, or like tried to get it in a run and had it be super useful. But it's there. And really, I think the most powerful right now. I mean, Charity Bottle is very, very powerful. Right. But I think potentially more powerful is Plentiful Forge. Whenever you gather a resource from a location, you restore health, and this works through the Vow of Scars, ramping up, and I think Palmable, I believe. On Heroic, it's healing 16% health, multiple resources, so plants, dig sites, fishing. You don't need to fish them up, by the way. You could just cancel it out. The Lost Shades, you do need to do that minigame in order to get the healing. And like ore crops, they all heal you for a lot, and you can get multiple a room. So potentially you can, if you get like a god healing room, I guess you get a dig site, you get a fishing spot. I don't think it's possible for that to happen, but you get a dig site, you get a healing spot. You get a dig site, you get a shade, you get a fishing spot, you get an ore outpost, you get a plant exposed. You can heal a lot in that room. It's very, very powerful. Very, very broken. Probably will be fixed. All of these will be fixed probably eventually. But the Charity Bottle existed in the Warsong update and was not fixed, or existed in the Olympic update, but was not fixed in the Warsong update. So intended? Question mark? No. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That should be everything. Yeah. Unless I forgot something. But yeah, that should be it. Thanks for watching.